so that we will not get disturbed. Okay, so I'm Prabeen, going to facilitate you on the course titled Communication English. SS, the course code is 651. First, I will be talking about why this course is for the students of engineering. Then I will move to the course syllabus, and I will talk about the total marks that the course carries in a semester. So the course is Communication English. Can you read the things on your screen?
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes.
it would be time to
Engineering.
like first of all.
No.
Certificates.
I will read out the things. You just listen to me. Fine. Okay.
Yes, sir. We can see the things on the.
Okay.
It
So
would be
communicate.
here if you could
Yeah.
like first of all introduce yourself to the students because they have not seen you, so like it would be quite comfortable.
Fine. So I'm Prabeen Kumar Awasthi, doing my PhD in technical writing from Central Department of English, Tribhuvan University, and have been teaching at the college Thapathali Campus for last 2 years. And I work as a full-time faculty at Himalaya College of Engineering. And in addition to this, I work as a part-time lecturer at National College of Engineering, Tribhuvan University, Thapathali Engineering College, and Institute of Engineering, Pulcho Campus. So in this semester, I am going to facilitate you in this course, Communication English. Let me start with why this course is for the students of engineering, or for you, you can say. First thing is this course, Communication English, can be named as Technical Communication, Communication English, and Technical Writing. Whatever you say, that is similar thing. But broad term to represent all these terms is Communication English. So this Communication English is for the students of engineering to make them able to communicate effectively in English. Most of the students can communicate even if there is not the course for you, but to brush up your communication skill, this course is for you. And this course basically focuses on preparing technical documents. I will talk about what technical documents are, but for now you just remember this course aims to make you professional in producing some writings such as a research article, proposals, reports, notices, project and other project works. And what we broadly can say is this course aims to make a student able to produce some good technical documents. So in addition to this course also aims to make students familiar with some international pronunciation, native speakers pronunciation, American pronunciation, British pronunciation, whatever you say. So this course also aims to familiarize students with native speakers pronunciation. So first objective of this course is to make students able to write or able to prepare technical documents. This focuses on the part of writing part, and second objective of the course especially focuses on the spoken communication. First objective, written communication. Second objective of the course focuses on spoken communication. So broadly, this course takes into consideration both written and just spoken aspects of the students. So first we should know how this English is different from the English that you dealt with in your plus 2. So what is the difference between technical writing and other writings? I will be discussing on this. So this technical writing is especially the process of transmitting facts and information to a defined audience for a specific purpose. Right. So this course deals with preparing emails, letters, memos, reports, notices, minutes, presentations, and all these things. So when you prepare these technical documents, one thing you should take into consideration is a specific purpose. What is the purpose of preparing these documents? The main difference between this technical writing and other English is technical documents always have a specific purpose. Without a specific purpose, you don't prepare technical documents. For example, without a specific purpose, you don't write email to anybody. And these technical documents also have targeted audience. As a technical document composer, you will always have specific purpose and targeted audience in your mind. When you write email to somebody, you have specific purpose to write that email and targeted audience too. You can write a story without considering any audience, or you may or may not have a specific purpose. But when you write email, when you write letter, when you write reports, when you make presentation, you have a specific purpose and targeted audience. So technical documents are always prepared on the basis of the purpose and your audience. You use language according to your audience. Sometimes you use, I will talk about the language of technical documents too, but the main difference between technical writing, technical communication, and other English is technical communication always takes into consideration the specific purpose and targeted audience. So this is the difference between technical writing and other writings. So there are some examples of technical documents, and we will be dealing with these things in this course too. So some technical documents are emails, letters, proposals, instructions, notices, presentations, manuals. These are some technical documents. For example, if you are somebody who hasn't just put his or her in here. Okay, so these are some examples of technical documents. I already told you, when you prepare technical documents, you have a specific purpose and targeted audience in the mind. When you prepare manuals, or for example, when you are preparing driving guidebook, you write the things that are necessary. All the things, you cannot end up the things in the middle. You should write each and everything very carefully in a systematic way with plain English. So when preparing technical documents, you should take into consideration your audience. So there are some features of technical documents. As we are talking about writing report, writing proposals, making presentations, writing emails, writing notices. So these features should be taken into consideration when preparing technical documents. So first feature of technical document is specific purpose. When you think about your purpose. When you write email, think about your purpose. When you write report, think about your purpose. Targeted audience, when you are submitting report, you just should be careful about your audience. Certain format, technical documents follow certain format. When you write later, you should have all the necessary elements where a date is written, superscription, all the things, headings, all the things should be written properly. Same case with writing reports. You should follow certain format when writing reports. You cannot write a report the way you write summary of the text, or the way you write a story, or the way you write essay, or the way you answer the question. To write report, to write proposal, to write emails, to write notice, you should follow certain format, or you should be careful about all the elements of the notice or whatever you write. After this, these technical documents should be clearly written. Otherwise, people don't understand them. When you are writing report, don't make the use of complex vocabulary. One thing what you should remember is technical documents always make the use of plain English. I will talk about what plain English is, but for now just remember technical documents should be presented by using plain English. Many students think that using complex vocabulary, jargons, cliche make their language beautiful, but that is not the case with when preparing technical documents. When you prepare technical documents, use as plain English as possible. Use very simple words. Simple sentence structure should be there. Technical documents should be concise. You should not exaggerate any information, and conciseness has different advantages. First thing is when you are writing, let's take an example of a message. When you are writing message to your professor, to your instructor, to your friend, if you write a long message, nobody bothers to read that because you are writing a long message. It takes time and it is boring too. And nowadays, what people do is different companies and organizations send 500, 600, 5,000 messages at once. And if your messages are too long, that costs much. So you should be to the point when preparing technical documents. When you are writing email, when you are writing messages, when you are writing report, there should not be unnecessary information. Conciseness means you should be free from, or your technical documents should be free from unnecessary information. Include necessary information only. So after this, another feature of technical this document is technical documents should be complete. When you are writing message, that should be complete. That should include all the information. When you are writing notice, you should include all the information. For example, if you are writing a notice to call for the meeting and you don't write when the meeting will be held, nobody knows. Very important thing. Where the meeting will be held, nobody knows. So in technical documents, each and everything matters. So if you leave one thing unwritten, your audience will get confused, or we can say that your audience will not receive the message properly. I have presented an example of writing notice. After this, this is the explanation of these points. Technical documents have a specific purpose, and your audience can be your instructors, managers, co-workers, customers, clients, general public, or any combination can be your audience. Technical documents should be written in certain format. That format can be report, record keeping forms like service reports, travel and expense forms, instructions, user guides, online help, correspondence, letters, memos, emails, and presentations. Presentations include interviews, marketing calls, and seminars. Most important thing is when you are dealing with these things, you should be careful about your purpose and targeted audience. So your technical documents should be clear. Clarity makes comprehension easier. When your documents are clear, readers can easily, or audience can easily understand them, because your purpose of preparing technical documents is to make your audience understand what you are doing, what you are going to do, what you have done. So if your audience don't understand what you have written, that is meaningless. So when preparing technical documents, you should be careful about the language of your documents. So go for very plain English. Don't use complex vocabulary, don't use jargons, don't use cliches. Use simple sentences with plain words, common words. So conciseness, I talked about conciseness. Conciseness of the documents saves time. The message communicated should be as brief and concise as possible. Simple and brief statements should be used to convey the message. When writing reports, don't write long sentences, because first thing is long sentences are difficult to read, then difficult to understand, difficult to grasp, and sometimes if you write long sentences, they can lose the original meaning. When you write long sentences, there is possibility of multiple interpretation, multiple meanings. So misunderstanding will be there if you use long sentences when you are writing notice, when you are writing reports, when you are writing emails, when you are writing minutes, when you are writing even a simple message or email, whatever you say. So technical writers must only present enough information to convey the message. Enough information. Not less, not more. Enough information to convey the message. Excessive information can also lead the receiver into either a wrong direction or into inaction. Yes, excessive information. If you exaggerate things, that may lead to misunderstanding, or that is taken as communication misfire. So just quantum of information should be just right, neither too much nor too little. And technical documents should be complete and should not leave anything unsaid. I presented an example of notice. When you work as a senior engineer somewhere and want to circulate a notice to your friend, to your co-workers, at that time, when you want to call for the meeting, write each and everything there. Otherwise, your co-workers will not get the message properly. So I talked about plain English. What type of language should be used to prepare technical documents? This means what type of language should be used to write emails, other messages, to write reports, to write proposals, to write minutes, to make presentations. Plain English should be used to prepare technical documents. Plain English is a way of expressing your ideas clearly in writing and speaking. It is intended to be clear, concise, and complete. So these technical documents make the use of plain English, and plain English is intended to be clear, concise, and complete. How your language becomes clear and concise? Here are some ways to make your language clear and concise. No complex vocabulary. When you write these documents, don't make the use of complex vocabulary. Free from technical jargons. I will talk about technical jargons too. Technical jargons means words related to specific fields are taken as technical jargons. So don't use technical jargons except there is necessity for it. Free from cliche means unnecessary use of words.
Sir, can you repeat that, please? Technical jargons.
Okay. I will explain. Don't worry. What is technical jargon? There is the question. I will make everything clear. Free from cliche means unnecessary use of words, and your language should be appropriate to audience's educational level. This is most important thing. For example, when you are making presentation on a same topic, and when you are making presentation on a same topic and your audience are students of grade 9-10 in one case, and in another case your audience are students of bachelor's degree. So even if you are presenting on a same topic, you should make the use of language according to your audience. You should make the use of language according to who your audience are. Yes, somebody was asking me about technical jargons. So technical jargons are words or expressions especially related to a specific field of study. And if you are not from that field, you rarely understand their meaning. These are taken as technical jargons. Most of the time, we don't understand the language of doctors because they use or they make the use of jargons, means words or expressions related to their field. We are from different background, different field of study, so we don't understand most of the things written on the report. This is because they make the use of technical jargons. They do, but when you are writing report, when you are writing proposal, when you are writing notice, when you are writing email to your friend, when you are messaging your friend, you should not make the use of technical jargons, because your intention is to make your audience understand whatever you are writing or whatever you are telling. So if you make the use of these jargons, your audience will not understand them. So let me read these lines again. Words or expressions especially related to a specific field of study are taken as technical jargons. So some technical jargons include technical jargons related to medical field, BP, blood pressure. If you write, go for BP test, many people will not understand. Write down the full form if you like. So BP, blood pressure, FX, bone fracture. You can find these words in the patient's reports. FX means bone fracture. If you are not familiar with this word, you don't understand the meaning what FX is. Agonal means the patient's condition is agonal. If this is written, we don't understand. Agonal means negative change in patient's condition. So to save their time, doctors don't write negative change in, there is negative change in patient's condition. What they write is agonal condition, means negative change in patient's condition. So computer jargons are there, internet jargons are there, FAQ, frequently asked, STH, hope this helps. These are computer jargons. After this, there are some jargons in literature, like you should think out of the box. If I say you should think out of the box, many students or many my audience may not understand that. Think out of the box means you should be critical thinker, or you should think in a unique way. If I say this, everybody will understand. But if I say you should think out of the box, only few audience will understand it. The helicopter view and overview, right? Present the helicopter view. If I say it, an audience may misunderstood it. If I say helicopter view, they will not understand. Overview is easy term to understand. Jargons in business too, there is a term due diligence. You should make due diligence. If I say, you will not understand. But if I say you should make research before making any business decision, you will easily understand it. So these technical jargons only make your language complex. They do not do anything more than that. So our purpose, our intention is to make our audience understand whatever we write. So you should not make the use of these technical jargons. So what is cliche? Unnecessary use of words is taken as cliche. Especially these phrasal verbs are taken as the cliche. For example, if I say I did it in a blink of eyes, you can say I did it quickly. It is easy to understand. I did it in a blink of eyes. If you say it is complex to understand. So in reports, you should not use such type of expressions. First thing is, report is should be formal. When you become formal, you don't make the use of cliche. You are as old as hills. Just you say you are old. Don't write you are as old as hills. He fought like a tiger. He fought bravely, you can write. Why to write he fought like a tiger? And that is what I like. You can just say I like it. Why to write that is what I like? So use of jargons, use of cliche make your language complex. So don't use such type of expressions when writing notice, when writing proposal, when writing reports, when writing message, when writing email to your friends, to your seniors, to your juniors, to your colleagues, to your co-workers. This is most important thing. After this, when you write reports, proposals, minutes, notices, you should consider some of the things. These are who are your audience, who you are writing for, purpose of writing, format, and style. You should follow certain style too. Style means the language you use, organization, and layout. When you are writing resume, you should follow certain style. You should be careful about its layout. Layout means where to bold, where to italicize, right? When you are writing job application, and if you want to include your work experience there, highlight that. You highlight that falls under style. How you present the things, this falls under style. In job application, letter of job application, you highlight some of the things. You write something in a bold form. This falls under style. Your achievements, your accomplishments, your experience, you highlight because it helps employer to go through your application quickly. So when preparing technical documents, you should be careful about audience, purpose of writing, format, you should follow certain format, and style. Style means you should be able to organize information properly. When you are writing report, where should be introduction, where should be discussion, where should be findings, where should be conclusions. You should organize information properly. And layout means I talked about it. Sometimes you use bold form, sometimes you highlight, sometimes you use different colors too to make your technical documents look good and easy to read. So what are the differences between technical documents and other writings? Let me read out the lines. So the main difference between technical documents and other writings is I already told you, or we can put it in this way as well. Main difference between report and story. Let's explain this way. Main difference between report and story. So report has specific purpose and targeted audience. When you write report, you have a specific purpose and targeted audience. But when you write an essay and a story, you may or may not have a specific purpose and targeted audience. So the main difference between technical documents and other writings is technical documents have a specific purpose, but these other writings do not have a specific purpose and targeted audience. Technical documents should make the use of plain English. Technical documents follow certain format. Technical documents are clear, complete, and concise. These are the things. Now, let me take you to another part, weightage of this course. This is just introductory class, so I have taken a time for just 50 minutes. Weightage of the course. Let's talk about weightage of the course. Communication English, code number 651. So full marks for this course is 125. Full marks 125. Internal 45, external 80. So external means you will have board examination that carries 80 marks. Internal evaluation carries 20 marks, And in internal evaluation, you have internal exam, attendance, presentation, discipline, and class interaction. Now the situation is different, but just keep in mind these things. Full marks for the course is 125, internal marks 45, external 80. Internal marks totally depends on the teacher and your performance. Board exam carries 80 marks. Internal evaluation 20. Internal evaluation includes internal exam, attendance, presentation. You will be making presentation on different topics. We have some text to go through in the course. You will make presentation on the text. You will make presentation on your report. You will present different reports too. And class interaction, discipline, you know these things. Internal exam carries 8 marks, attendance 4 marks, presentation 4 marks, discipline 2 marks, and class interaction that carries 2 marks. Lab 25 marks. We used to go for a lab when we used to take classes, or when there were students in the class. We have lab class at the college, lab at the college. We used to go to lab and used to involve in different listening and speaking activities. But for now, just to remember these things, this may be or may not be possible through online. If we don't go for these things, you will have these full marks because there is no place to deduce. You will just make presentation, and on the basis of your presentation, your performance will be evaluated, because presentation can be done through online, right? So 80, 20, 100, and 125. We have course syllabus. Let me just go through the course syllabus. Unit 1 section is reading. In Unit 1, we have reading. Under this, we have note taking, summary writing, and some texts to go through. Some stories, essays are there. 15 to 17 essays and stories. We will go through them, and you will be asked some questions from them in the exam. And interpreting the text, probably you know what is interpretation. We will talk about that. But in section A, we have note taking, summary writing, some stories and essays to go through, and interpreting the text. Section B, contextual grammar, voice, subject, verb, agreement, conditional sentences, and prepositions. We have Unit 2. In Unit 2, composing and editing strategies. You will be given a paragraph to edit in the exam, and you will make necessary correction to it to make it sensible. We will talk about it. MLA and APA styles of citation and referencing. When you write reports, when you write proposals, when you write research articles, you should cite the source that you consulted. We will be familiar with different styles of citation, and we will learn how to cite different sources too. Writing notices and minutes. Third one is writing proposal. General proposal will be there, and project proposals. Slight difference between general proposal and project proposals. Writing reports, general reports and progress report. We will talk about these things later. What is general proposal? What is progress? What is general report? What is progress report? What are the differences? Especially difference regarding their structure. Writing research articles will be there. This is the last one. And language lab, listening and speaking. So a very important thing you should keep in mind is always the question model is same. Question model is always same in the exam. Only questions will be different, but the question model is similar. You will be asked same type of question every year. There will not be difference in the question model. Only questions will be different, and the marks they carry will also be similar. So in the exam, your first question will be, edit the following paragraph to make it sensible or to make its meaning clear. Editing, will carry 5 marks. First question will be, edit the following paragraph to make it meaningful. You will make necessary correction using commas, full stops, inverted commas, dash, all the things. We will talk about these things. So first question will be, edit the following paragraph to make its meaning clear. Second question will be, read the following passage, take its note and write a summary. That 5 plus 5, that carries 10 marks. Third question will be, interpret the following paragraph to make its meaning clear. Interpretation carries 5 marks. Then questions from the text. I already told you we have 15 to 17 texts to go through, essays and stories, and from them you will be asked 3 questions and you will have to answer 2. 1 question carries 5 marks, that is 10. 5 grammar carries 5 marks. You will be asked 10 multiple choice questions from preposition, subject-verb agreement, voice, and etc. 10 questions, multiple choice questions, carries 5 marks, 0.541. 6 APA and MLA styles of citation and referencing. The questions will be like, put the following information into MLA and APA styles of citation and referencing, that carries 4 marks. And question number 7 will be writing notice and minutes. Write a notice to call for certain meeting, or write a minute for the meeting that you conducted last day, or this will be the question that carries 5 marks. So question number 8 will be general report. So general report can be, write a report investigating, question can be like, write a report investigating on the internet access at your college. You will be writing a report that carries 10 marks. Progress report will be there. Suppose you work as a chief engineer for ... construction company and you are working for XYZ project. Write 3rd monthly progress report. This type of question will be there, and this progress report carries 6 marks. You will be asked to write a proposal, and proposal carries just 10 marks. For example, the question can be like, assume that you are requested to write a proposal on reserve water tank in Mahalakshmi municipality. Write the title page, abstract, statement of the problem, and cost management parts of your proposal. That means overall you will be asked to write a report. We will talk about different steps of writing report, writing proposal, how to write proposals, different formats of proposals. We will be talking about them. But for now, you just remember proposal writing can be asked for 10 marks. And question number 11 will be research article, writing research article. For example, writing research article on air pollution or sound pollution in Kathmandu Valley. You will be asked to write a research article that carries 10 marks. So then total marks is 80, total marks 80, and this is for board examination, and you will have internal evaluation that carries 45 marks. So this is all about the course. Now, this is communication English. I told you, I talked about, I just introduced the course. That is not so much important, but just you should remember what this communication English or technical communication is and what are its features. You should just remember these things. Most important thing, just I wanted to introduce the course today. And weightage of the course, communication English, and full marks 125, internal 45, external 80, board exam carries 80 marks, internal evaluation 20 marks. Within 20 marks you have internal exam, attendance, presentation, discipline, and class interaction. Now we have different situation. but you will get advantage if this situation continues, because we will have just presentation, attendance, class interaction, discipline, all these things. Internal exam will not probably be there, so you will get benefit. After this lab, if possible, we will carry out the lab if the situation goes to normal. Otherwise, we will not have lab 2, and you will surely get advantage from this section 2. So lab includes listening and speaking, and the course syllabus. Unit 1, note taking, summary writing, some text with questions and interpreting the text. There is section B under Unit 1. This is related to grammar. Unit 2 is writing, editing paragraphs. Then APA and MLA styles of citation and referencing, writing notice, writing proposal, general proposal, project proposal, writing reports, general report, project report, writing research articles, and this is all. And I already told you, you will be asked 11 questions. Question format is always same. Questions will be different. First, editing. Second, note taking, summary writing. Third, interpreting. Fourth, some questions from the text that we go through. Fifth, grammar. Sixth, APA and MLA styles of citations. Seventh, write notice or minutes. Eighth, general report. Ninth, progress report. 10th, proposal writing. And 11th, research article. So this is all about the course. And today I just wanted to introduce course of study. Okay, if you have any queries, you can just switch on the microphone and speak out. You have time to speak. You can go for the queries. If you have any queries, you can go for them.
I don't think there is any kind of queries, sir.
Yeah. If you don't have queries, this is just I wanted to do today. I wanted to introduce the course and course syllabus to the student because it is the first class. So from next class, in the next class, I will be starting this one. Yes, we have this one. Okay, in our next class, I will be doing section A, reading section, note taking, summary writing, note taking and summary writing. We will be dealing with this, and you have next class on Sunday, right? Okay, so okay.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Sir, the contextual grammar is just sufficient for describing all the grammatical portion in this technical writing, sir. Just voice, subject, verb, agreement, just only these things.
No, yes, I'm talking about the course syllabus. In your syllabus.
What about the inflection, syntax, part of speech?
Yeah, really, you asked a really good question. So most important thing is I am talking about course syllabus. In your course, these things have been included, right? These things have been included in your course, and you will be asked questions from these portions. We will talk about these things. We will talk about direct, indirect speech and all these things, but you will be asked questions from these sections only. I'm talking about course syllabus. Yes, these things are also important for you, but they are not included in this course. In this syllabus, just voice, subject verb agreement, conditional sentences, and preposition. These things have been included. Other things have been excluded.
Sir, if we are supposed to write an essay or a technical writing, then we are also supposed to learn other things also too, yes, sir?
Yes, why not?
And then only this grammar didn't work there.
Yeah. This this grammar, this portion is not sufficient. You can say that, but in your syllabus, these things have been included. If we go for other things, sometimes we cannot complete the course on time too. First, our priority will be on these issues, then we can go for extra things. No problem with that. You can ask for other things during our class too.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Other people, if somebody have to ask anything, we can discuss.
No, sir, nothing for now.
Okay. Now, so today I just introduced the course to you, and in our next class we will be dealing with note taking and summary writing, how to take notes, how to write summary, what is the importance of note taking and summary writing for the students of engineering, and we will be dealing with all these things. Just think that in our next class we will be dealing with note taking and
sir, there it was mentioned that the class interaction things will also be evaluated, and how it would be done. Like we are going through this online mediums, then how it would be like monitored.
Yeah, very good. I talked about that. We will not have internal exam too if this situation exists, right? We will not have even attendance. We will have presentation. We will have discipline. Even I cannot monitor how disciplined the person is. And class interaction, you are not allowed to speak in the middle when I'm speaking. So there will not be the possibility of class interaction. So you will have these marks will be allocated for presentation. Presentation will carry 4 plus 2, 6 marks, and your attendance will carry 4 plus 2, 6 marks. Overall, what you should keep in mind is you will get advantage if this situation exists, because we will not have class interaction, we will not have any discipline part, we just will have presentation, and on the basis of presentation, your performance will be evaluated. Or yes, you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you will get benefit. Yes.
Sir, you can give assignments if you like, sir.
Yeah, why not? Assignments. I will give assignments in place of these class interaction, discipline, attendance, or internal exam. I will assign you to write some reports, proposals. I will request you to submit different reports, proposals in place of internal exam, right? I will inform you about these things. Don't worry. Presentation, you will have assignment, submission, 2 things. Other things will be excluded. On the basis of your assignment and presentation, I will evaluate your performance.
Sir.
Yes.
So before you said we wouldn't conduct lab, but can't we just do listening and speaking online like we're doing the classes?
So we will just think about that. Why not? We will just a presentation falls under speaking, right?
Yeah.
Your presentation will falls under speaking. I will assign you different topics and you will speak on them. This also falls under presentation. But this lab will not be similar to the lab that we used to do in Bobbin. In lab, what we used to do is I used to play an audio, students, and I used to play an audio, and students were used to given just some sheets of paper, and they used to do their work on the paper. So this will not be possible, but I will assign you some topics, you will speak on them. I will assign you some topic for the presentation, you will present on them. That will fall under speaking.
So there is another issue, like meanwhile we have 45 students in our class, but in this meeting I can see only 37 of us. Remaining 8 students, they are not getting chance to like take these classes because of their internet problem or so forth. So how are you like planning to take their presentation or like evaluate them? What is your planning, sir?
Okay. So first thing is students are requested to manage whatever way they can. They should manage or they should take class first thing. If it is not possible for them, I will take into consideration their their situation. That will be the work from my part, and I can assign them work, and they should submit them any way they can, because without submitting their assignments, I cannot evaluate their performance. Just I can just post assignments on the group. They will contact you. They can know about the work they are assigned, and they should email me their assignments, or they can post in the group. Whatever they do, that is fine. And other things, if they are unable to attend the classes, I will take into consideration these things. No problem with that. And if they are unable to take classes, I will just provide them complete note for their convenience. That is what I can do. But I request everyone to attend classes any way they can.
Yes, sir. This as per the campus authority, we are told that these classes will be recorded, and in addition to that, we are trying to provide it through like YouTube streaming also. So I guess all those friends will get these things that you have taught us, and they will get. So like evaluation is only the issue, I guess.
Yes. So most important thing is they should understand the things. If I give things to you in a written form, even you will not need to listen to the audios too. I will provide you notes, or these class notes. I will provide you this class note, and this will be sufficient to prepare for course of study.
Sir, I just want to ask you, what are the possible way to improve our technical writing or English speaking, sir?
What are the possible? You are asking about possible ways of speaking. So let's talk about speaking. Speaking
also technical writing, sir. Also improving the technical writing habit.
Okay. So to speak English clearly, first thing is there needs an exposure. Exposure means English speaking environment. If you want to improve your English, there needs an English speaking environment. So we don't have that environment, I know. So for that, to improve your English, you can listen to different presentations, different, you can just improve your English by watching different English movies, listening to different interactions, listening to different interviews, and other materials that are available in the internet or in YouTube too. So listening can be most important way to improve your speaking and listening, right? So if you talk about writing, most of you can write beautiful paragraphs. So if you can write beautiful paragraphs, you can write beautiful reports too. Most important thing here is you should be familiar with all the elements of report. You can write the report. If you are familiar with all the elements, you can write beautiful report too. So if you can write grammatically correct sentences, you can write reports too. But probably you don't know how to write report now because we haven't gone through the course. When we deal with writing report, writing proposals, their elements, you can write them too. Yes.
Okay, sir. Being Nepalese, which one is best among British accent or American accent, sir?
British accent, because we follow British English, so British accent is good for the Nepalese. We prefer British English. Whenever you write British English. For example, center, C-E-N-T-E-R, C-E-N-T-R-E. Which word you use? CENTRE. That yes.
So if someone writes British English but pronouncing it in American accent, then is it okay, sir?
What happens is that pronunciation rarely differs, right? Pronunciation differs. English, what American speakers do is they pronounce half of the word, but British's pronunciation is easy to understand. We follow British English, but your audience will not notice which English you are using, right? But you should try to follow British accent because that is universally accepted. American English is accepted only in America. When you are, if you are planning to go to America, you should prepare for that. Otherwise, British English is universally accepted, and we Nepalese people to accept British English. So better to go for British accent and British spellings of the words too.
Sir, my question is, sir, during presentation, we are submitting a file only, or we have to present it vocally, stepwise, and we have to explain it through this online screen sharing or anything like that?
Okay, so presentation is just I will assign you the topic to present. You can just speak out, or you can make slide presentation, whatever you like, right? But better you will share the screen and you will have a slide presentation.
Okay.
Okay. Because this slide presentation helps you to present the things in a unique way, in a better way. If you speak out, that is also fine. But when you make slide presentation, that means, or that shows that you have made good preparation for your presentation.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Other queries from anyone?
Sir, if somebody use American accent, then there will be reduction in marks during presentation time, sir?
No, that is not. That will not be taken into consideration. You can use the language you like, or you can speak the way you like.
No queries at all.
Yes, just.
That will reduce or not, sir? Exactly.
No, marks reduction will not be done on the basis of your accent.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You can speak the way you like. You can use any accent that you are habituated to.
Okay, sir.
No American English, no British English. Just you can use the language you like. You can present in the language you like. No problem with that.
Okay, it means a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. No queries now.
No queries? Okay, so we just ended the class here.
Yes, sir. I think we can wrap it up, sir.
Okay. We just wrap up the class here.
So thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.